Thank you, Coach. Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. Just a short time ago, this crowd loud enough to shake the foundations of this nearly century-old building. They are ready for football indeed in Chicago as their guys get set to do battle with the Detroit Lions.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set! 180!
51. Y'all not ready.
Red, up.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run got 7 on first, 2 second and 3.
I'm coming after you. Check 52.
They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Everyone, you got 4 down.
Alert, 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 alert.
Hey, switch.
On third down, Trubisky. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Get up! 180!
51. I got one.
Alert!
Now it's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
After the incomplete pass here now is second and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
18.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. On third down, a run with Cohen. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. A good effort there, 9 yards, but it's going to leave him looking at a 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down and 1.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there.
Lock in.
They're going to go for it on 4th. They run with David Montgomery, the third-round pick from Iowa State.
Tight dog.
Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that. Joey's heard in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Down. 18 Gator. Force the mic. Watch the screen.
On 1st and 10, Dobbs sliding out of the pocket. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me something. Give me something.
Throwing again. Dobbs. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Hey, Echo.
58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike.
Throwing on 3rd down. Stafford buying time, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Khalil Mack has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or two inside the 45-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jared Davis leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Finding some room at midfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 22. And he will finally be wrestled down at the Lions' 22. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes you'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward, and now a small step back as he loses a yard or 2. On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky. He's got Burton here. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Kill. He's got it.
On 3rd down, it's Cohen, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0.
Makes the score Bears 14, Lions nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This is taken at his 4. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
Let's go, boys. Bring it
Lions
up.
take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
Let's go. 60 out low. Watch the curl. Watch the curls. Let it go.
To throw on 3rd down. Dobbs. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Got a man, it's Amendola. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Good work, boy.
4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
64. Wait.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Dobbs. It's caught. Jones. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And that player is able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Jet, bomber. Switch it.
On 1st down, Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, Dobbs. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Ready up.
Going 58's the mic.
Hey, go. Let's get off. 80 weapon.
D, let's get off the field, D.
58, boys. 58. 58's Mike. Here we go.
58's the mic, 58. 58's the mic.
From the shotgun, here's Dobbs. Flushed out right. Jones has it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They're going to go for it now, 4th and 2. Remember, they can still get the first down at the 1-yard line, though. On 4th down, Dobbs into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And they will score a pick-6 for able to take him down.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick-6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3 and out here for an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, which you also have to guard against.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown. Extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out and start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Point after, right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right? I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
They'll run it with Johnson. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
I know you felt that one. I know you felt that.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be incomplete. So a couple of first downs on this drive, but it's looking like another empty possession.
And those empty possessions are certainly starting to pile up. So the adjustments that teams talk about all the time have to be taking place. They've got to analyze what's breaking down and figure what.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Leonard Floyd. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown, baby!
He is a difference maker at the linebacker position. He had a pick six last year, remember it, but it's different for those guys, isn't it, than a corner or a safety?
It certainly is, because sometimes they're pattern reading, seeing what the receivers are doing. Sometimes they're spot dropping, just getting to a place on the field and finding the quarterback and going to the ball. But remember this, these linebackers, at one time in their life, a lot of them were running backs, and they love having the ball back in their hands and making big moves towards the end zone.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
From the gun, Dobbs. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely, he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And a fair catch is called for. He will take it in to give his guys some excellent field position here.
Stop! 180! Lock in, lock in. I got you, son. I got you, son. 51. 51.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. Officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
180!
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
180!
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Trubisky will throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Let's go,
The
boys.
Bears on the move. They've got another first down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. As they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. First down, a run with Cohen. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys continue to pour it on. The extra point up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
42. Lions, nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And that'll bring up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Dobbs dancing to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before break. Dobbs. And the pressure gets to him again. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down. and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. They go to Johnson again.
Run to the ball. Fly to the ball. Run.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Yeah, here we go. Henry. Let's go. Short. Let it go.
On 2nd and 11 now.
All right.
Dobbs
Let's go, D,
escaping the pressure right.
Hey, let's get there.
That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 33. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Let's get off the field. Let's get check 24. Check 24. Orbit.
Mike's 5'9".
Operating from the gun. Dobbs. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, no matter whether it's man or zone, especially against deep.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Buster Screen. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Great job. Touchdown for days.
This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, winding that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go now.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Check. Exit.
58, right over there. Mike, 58, right there.
Being chased out left. This complete to Jones. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
You don't want no problems
Only
with me.
3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Let's go.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. Backed up where they were on this side of the field, that was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man wins? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing here, Dobbs. And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Come on, set. Hey, Lobo, you're out. Here we go, D. Here I come again. 66, bullet, high. Check. Faster.
Shift, watch the shift.
Delta.
44, Mike, 44.
Looking to throw again on second down. Dobbs steps away to his left. Now he'll square up and throw deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. Looking around the league from Raymond James Stadium, they're in the third quarter in Tampa. And it's the Bucs who have scored again to open up that lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Throwing on third and long. Dobbs. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Buster Screen. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're cheating right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Now third down. Third down. Cohen. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this. And look at this, it's a fake. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on fourth down. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. They try and run on first down, but this one's going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and that'll make it second and 12. Back to throw Dobbs. Flush to his right. And his throw is incomplete. Kerryon Johnson, the intended receiver. And it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike. Watch the curl, watch the curl. Let it go.
From the gun, Dobbs forced out to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter play. Back now at Soldier Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very well-executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
Red, he's checking. Crap.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Blue draw corkers. Showing A. Deuce.
Now they'll run with Cohen.
Watch quick.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Second and goal from the 1.
Watch safety creep.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. On 2nd down now, it's Johnson, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now Dobbs.
Let's go. We got this. We got this.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most...
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And this will be gathered up in the end zone. And that's a defensive touchdown. Now Matt Prater for the point after. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. You still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team to have a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, we'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Leonard Floyd, the old Georgia Bulldog, finding his way into the backfield. The Lions on third down. They've been stymied left and right. Converted only one time. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Now Dobbs. And now here is another interception. It's Ha-Ha Clinton Dix with a pick. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard.
And the Bears in the nickel. No, wait, they're in the dime. 6 DBs out there on 3rd.
They're playing exotic coverage.
Here's Dobbs to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Aaron Lynch, the former USF Bull.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Detroit. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. This is taken at the 18. He'll be hard-pressed to match that one. That a 65-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Again, it's Cohen. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
18.
SOS.
Now Trubisky to throw. He juked him, and he completes it to Cohen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
Hey, exit.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw. Connected connecting with Burton here over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. And an alley to run. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
All right. Get moving, men. I don't want to see anyone walking around. Winners do not walk. Let's see some hustle out there today. We got a big game this week.
Ready, set. On the ready. We good. Ready, two. Right up. Set, ready. 10, touch scared. Ready, go. Set. 15 lining. 15 lining. Hood. Ready. 90 wolf. Set. Hey. Ready up. Set up. Here we go. And read. Say go. Okay, ready. Hut. Ready. Ready. Down. 18 Gator. Hut.
All right. Small steps in the right direction. That's what we've been talking about.
Now let's take a minute to see how you can improve your team.